today. From Levi's State.
The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you get a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
2nd and 5. Ayuk going to go in motion right. On second down, McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Niners at 14-2 heading into this final week. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
No score after one on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Here's Fields. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Fields now to throw. That pass complete to Moore. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They go play action here. Purdy. Got a man able to find Rodgers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Purdy. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Play action. Now Purdy. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Touchdown! Danny Gray, 31 yards. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mooney, the motion man right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. Open man, it's Scott, complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Again, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the 49ers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Purdy bootlegging it. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Yeah, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 2 yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is, look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Taken from just outside the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Purdy now to throw. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. One last throw here for Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for San Francisco,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
and now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Chicago,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 4-13 campaign.
and this